Hello everyone. We have an interesting puzzle here to be solved. I suggest that you take a paper and a pen and try to solve it on your own. Let me just tell you what the puzzle is. We have a spiral here. We have a spiral. A spiral looks like this, of course, but the dimensions of the spiral have been specified. The spiral is made up of successive semicircles with centers alternating between A and B. So now this is A, and the first semicircle of the spiral is made up of radii 0.5 centimeter. 0.5 centimeter, and the next semicircle of the spiral is going to continue from here, but this time the center is going to shift to B. So B is going to be the center, and this time the radius is going to be 1 centimeter. So this is the second semicircle of the spiral. It's radii 1 centimeter, and now the radii is going to increase to 1.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter, and the center is going to shift back to A. So let's continue the spiral. This time it is 0.5 plus 1, 1.5, and it goes on like this, right? This time the center was A. Now next time the center would be, and the spiral goes on to 13 consecutive semicircles. 13 consecutive, I think is not very visible. So 13 consecutive semicircles. The spiral is made up of 13 semicircles. The question is, find the total length of the spiral. You will have to find the total length, right? The radii is given of each spiral 0.5, 1, 1.5 till 13. You will have to find the total length of the spiral. Just pause the video and try to do it on your own. The only hint I can give you is the spiral has been constructed in parts, right? You also try to solve it in parts. What I mean is, first try to find the length of the first semicircle, then the length of the second semicircle, and then the length of the third, and so on, and add them up together. Okay? Pause the video now. Fine. Now we are back to this video. Let us try to solve it. You're given the radii. So looking at the radii itself, it looks like an arithmetic progression, of course, but we have to find the length of the semicircle. The length meaning the circumference, isn't it? The length of the semicircle is the circumference, and the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So the circumference of the semicircle would be equal to pi into r. So you will have to add up all the successive lengths of these spirals, which is pi into 0.5 centimeter or 0.5 pi plus 1.0 pi plus 1.5 pi till 13 semicircles, right? So it's of course an arithmetic progression. Since we have looked at many arithmetic progressions, we see that the common difference is 0.5. The first term is also 0.5. The first term of the AP, if you call it A, that is also 0.5 pi, and the common difference is also 1 pi minus 0.5 pi, that is also 0.5 pi. But I would do it this way. Of course, you can do it anyway, but since pi is common to all the 13 terms, I feel that pi can be factored out, isn't it? And still the arithmetic progression remains. And this time the first term would be just 0.5. There wouldn't be any pi involved, 0.5, and the common difference would also be 0.5, right? Now we know, we have seen before that the sum of an arithmetic progression can be found using the concept of average. We derived a formula for that, which is first term plus last term by 2. And the last term is denoted by a plus n minus 1d. So this sum, the sum would be given by first term plus last term multiplied by the number of terms. Of course, this is the average. First term plus last term by 2 multiplied by the number of terms. So, in short, the formula can be written as a plus n minus 1 d, or 2a plus n minus 1 into d, the whole thing by n by 2. Right now we know what is n. It is 13. N is 13, and we know a is 0.5. We know d is also 0.5. So let us just try to substitute all of them and find the sum, and hence find the length of the spiral. So this is equal to 13 by 2 multiplied by 2 into 0.5 plus n minus 1 is 12, right? 13 minus 1. 12 into 0.5, which is equal to 13 by 2 into 2 times half is 1 plus 12 times half is 6. 0.5 is half. So 12 times half is 6. Just pause and try to multiply in case you are finding this step difficult. So now this simplifies to 13 by 2 multiplied by 7. But remember, this is only the sum of this arithmetic progression. We have a pi which has been factored out. So the length of the semicircle, the length of the spiral would be equal to the total length of the spiral, which has been made up of 13 semicircles, would be equal to 13 by 2 into 7 pi. Or if you want to approximate this, if you want to find an approximate numerical value, pi can be approximated to 22 by 7. So this simplifies to, instead of this pi, let us just replace it by 22 by 7. The 7 can be divided both in the numerator and the denominator, and dividing by 2, dividing 22 by 2, you get 11. So the length of the spiral would be just 13 into 11 centimeters, or this would be equal to, what is 13 into 11? It is 143. So the length of your spiral would be 143 centimeters. Wasn't that interesting? We'll do some more sums of this kind. I hope you followed. Thank you.